This gets fire.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, brother, what's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother,
Yes, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Player Ratings. Manchester City win 1-0 against Brentford at the G-Tech Stadium, man. It's a stressful game, I can't lie. Si, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, you said it yourself, bro. Stressful as hell. I was at the pub with my mates, and yeah, second half wasn't fun, bro. I was stressed. I don't know why we keep to stop playing after the halftime. It's so weird. Like,
Can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question, bro. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but let me ask you a question, right? I said it after. I felt we played well in that first half. But do you? Because some people are telling me, "Nah, we didn't play well." But I thought we did play well in that first half. Bro. I thought we dominated the game. We created a few chances, and yeah, obviously we need to be more clinical, 100%. But in terms of our general play, I thought we played well in that first half, mate. Some people in the chat was telling me that we played shit.
No, I think we as a team played good. I don't think Savio had a good game, and not an either Bob. But I think as a team we played well. We had great movement, great passes, dominated, great gegenpress whenever we lost the ball. I think it was very good first half. Only thing, as you said, is that we don't score on our half chances. Was it something we need to get better at so we can close out a game earlier?
Yeah.
Because in the second half, bro, we had a XG of 0.03 in the second half. We didn't have one shot on target or against target. We had a block shot. That's it. Entire second half. I'm sorry, that's just not good enough.
Well, I don't understand how the team can go from playing like that in the first half. Which I know some people don't agree with me. Cool, whatever. Like football's about opinions and that. But I felt we played really well in that first half. Yeah. I don't get how you can go from playing well in that first half like that, and just to being completely dead in the second half. And that's what happened against Monaco. You know what I'm saying? And like that could have easily happened today. So it's certainly something that I think, obviously, that it falls down to the manager. It's certainly something that I think Pep needs to be looking at in that, in this international break. What is going on at half time in that dressing room? Where the players are coming out in the second half. It feels like to me the players are coming out and they're just like they're in sort of like a cruise control.
Yeah.
Whereas they should be coming out all guns like firing to go and get that second goal.
We aren't where we need to be a team that cruise games home. We're just not there yet. We're not that team yet. So for me, you need to try to get that second goal. I think something might, be about us being exhausted in the second half. You can't really say we're exhausted within the first 15 minutes of second half, which is where we need to try to score the second goal. But we definitely look gassed when we hit around 70 minutes. We look gassed, bro. A lot of the players look gassed, and I was surprised that Pep didn't do any changes before when Doku and Bernardo came on in like the 75th minute or something, which is weird for me because we look gassed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? It's very. I feel like. I feel like after the international break, we're gonna see what this City team's about.
Yeah.
And by the way, that might not be a good thing. We might come back after international break and be shit. But like, I feel like after this international break, I feel like at that point, everybody's probably fully match fit. I don't bar obviously Rodri and maybe
Yeah,
Bob,
that's so sad.
maybe Bob to a certain degree. I feel like after this international break, we're gonna find out, where this City team is at in terms of like our levels. Yeah, I mean, and if we're not great, then maybe it's not looking good. But the facts is, this is the true facts. We are now 3 points off Arsenal. Yeah, and we're 2 points behind Liverpool. I don't even feel like we played well this season.
No.
Like first half today, Wolves. And we're 3 points off the top.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I'm saying, like, because at some point we will click into gear, yeah? If we can click into gear after this international break, bro, we can be there, man. Yeah?
Well, for me, so after this international, we have a 7-game streak before the next international, the last one. And in that run, the only really difficult game is the Liverpool at home. We could probably get away with playing as what we have, but a bit better, and then click into gear after the November international, because you also don't want to peak too early in the season. One of the hallmarks of Pep's former teams was that we always clicked around December and then went on a spree and then finished the season strong. So I want to see improvements. I think we saw improvement today because we won today. We did grind out the result. We won something I wanted.
And we drew there last year, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And we didn't get the win. We didn't win ugly against Brighton. We didn't win ugly against Arsenal. We didn't win ugly against Monaco. So today, I just needed the win, the scrappy win.
Yeah.
Fine. If we couldn't, perform outstanding, just get me the scrappy win. Go into the international 3 point behind Arsenal, 2 point behind Liverpool, and then that sets us up for the next run of 7 games. Keep going, keep building, and if we keep building, and we then click into gear around December, I think we can do something this season. Definitely.
Yeah. No, I agree. And the thing is, like, you know what you said there, like, we won today ugly or whatever. That's facts. Last year, we wouldn't have won that game. Last year, we didn't win that game. So, of course, there are things we need to improve on. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. But at the same time, we won the game. That's the most important thing for me. Yeah, we can speak about the second half. We can speak about individual, whatever you want to talk about, chat. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But at the same time, the most important thing today was winning the match. We did it. For me, I'm going to be more personally focused on the performances after the international break, because then I feel that at that point, there's no real excuses for performances. Whereas now, I feel like you can still make a few excuses now, like, it's still earlier on, we've had injuries, blah, 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 match fitness. After the international break, I feel like at that point, like, everybody should be like pretty much match fit. So let's see what happens, man. There are a couple of quotes coming out before we get stuck into the player ratings. Haaland's been speaking. I said it again, I tweeted it before. I think this is, again, I'm not changing my mind. I think this is the best I've ever seen Erling Haaland, and he actually agrees. He's been interviewed after the game. He said, "I've never felt better than now." So yeah, you can say I'm in the form of my life. I think it's about preparation first, getting ready for the games. You can be physically ready, but you need to be mentally ready as well. We'll speak a bit more about Haaland later when we get onto him in the player ratings, but he is on absolute fire. That goal was superb. The way he outmuscled that defender and the finish, top class, bro.
Yeah, strong, bro. We were hyped in the pub when we saw that. You can't one-on-one. You don't stop Haaland. Like, he is so strong, and right now he's in the mode where you give him half a chance and he'll be there. And it definitely looks like that Guardiola and Haaland have some kind of, worked on some kind of stuff in training, because that's the second time in 2 games that he chipped the ball for Haaland into space, and then he scores from it. So hopefully that will continue, and hopefully opposition won't, go all the way back in their own penalty area. So we have that space for Haaland to run into, because when you have that space, he's the best, man.
Nah, defo. All right, and let's get these chats done and we'll start the player ratings. Guys, smash these likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well. We do have a panel show coming up for you later on at 9:30 back on the main channel. Message the lads. We've got them in. So, yeah, 9:30 on the main. Let's see what you guys are saying on these chats before we get stuck in. Big up Jay says, LB, we weren't a second half team before. The travesty was that last season. Before the travesty that was last season, or am I imagining things? I feel like we weren't either or, yeah, but I feel like we were more clinical and we killed games off. The amount of times we used to go 3-0 up in the first half and then come out in the second half and just the most boring football you've ever seen, but you won the game. And I feel like we try to do that, but 1-0 up. It doesn't work, obviously, because at 1-0, it's 1-0. It's not the same as 3-0. So, I don't know. I don't know what that's down to. Obviously, lack of clinicalness in the first half, but in terms of the way that we set up in the second, I don't know. It's a mentality thing. We'll see, man. Hopefully, Pep can sort it out. Big up Mukesh says, Nico not finding Foden in pockets like Rodri is, says Mukesh. Big up to you, bro. Big up Sign says, could have had an extra 70 million for Elise. And Godfrey says, O'Reilly, best left back in the world. Guy is rock solid. Yeah, he's top player, man. Absolutely. Right, let's get stuck into these player ratings, boys. Donnarumma. A couple of scary moments, lads. I can't lie. Let's have a look at his numbers. 90 minutes played, 1 save, punch 1 out. 2 high claims, 85% pass accuracy, 9 long balls, 6 successful, and 1 clearance. He won 2 aerial duels as well. Yeah, bro, I swear to God, yeah, if that would have gone in towards the end, bro, I don't know what I would have done, man. I can't lie. Yeah, fucking go on, bro. What you saying about Donnarumma?
First time, I think it's been a bit shaky, bro. I wasn't as confident today. That might just have been how the game went, but I just wasn't that confident with him today. And that, if that Bozo moment had gone in, I would have been, it's the same as last season. Nothing changed. We probably won't win anything, but it didn't go in, and it did have a few important claims and where he punched the ball away. So in the end, he kept a clean sheet, and we move.
Yeah, I'd probably give him I'd give him a 6.5. I do think in fact, no, he did that big save, you know. Bro, he did that big save 1v1.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's a big moment, to be fair.
It's a very big moment, but also that was so poor from the attacker. That touch he has before.
It was, but
yeah, no, he stands his ground. He doesn't go down too early, which is very important at that moment. So that's true. That does count up. But then he had the Bozo moment, so it kind of levels itself out.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying, what are we saying? Is 6 the average?
6 is like an average, yeah. You're not negative.
I'll give him a 6.2.
I'm a 7. I think you're a bit harsh there, bro. I can't lie. You saved a 1v1. It's a massive moment.
Yeah.
No?
6.2.
Okay. Chat, I agree with the chat, man. I think 7. I probably would have given him a bit more than 7 if the Bozo didn't happen, but yeah, the Bozo happened, which knocked a few years of life off me. So we'll go 7 for me. Right, Nunes. Fair books to this guy. I think he had a good game on the whole. That's his heat map. Didn't really get forward too much. Like when Nunes plays right back, I really like him going down here and like overlapping because I think he's got really good cross and I feel like he's a real sort of like useful player to have. But he didn't really do that today. 90 minutes played, 3 clearances. He won 4 out of 6 ground duels. He won 2 out of 3 aerial duels. 91% pass accuracy. He only did 1 of those Bozo infield passes as well, which was obviously not great, but at least he didn't do more than that. 2 crosses unsuccessful, 5 long balls, 4 successful, 3 dribbles, 2 successful. I feel like from an offensive point of view, didn't really see too much of him today. However, fucking credit to this guy. I thought defensively today, yeah, by that 1 Bozo pass, I actually think he defended really well. And towards the end, he was heading a lot of crosses away when like I was in the fucking mud towards the end of the game, like panicking and that. Crosses were coming in. The amount of times he was heading the ball away and like defending well. So weirdly, offensively didn't really give us too much, but defensively, quite impressed with him today, man. I think you got to give him the flowers.
Yeah, like the only moment outside of the Bozo pass was when he got the yellow card for blocking the ball, and then around 5 minutes later, he had a one-on-one duel where he was running into our penalty area with the attacker, and for a short moment, I thought that he actually committed a foul, but he didn't. He won the ball cleanly, but I could see how it would be written with his second yellow and a penalty, but he didn't, and he needs to be commended for doing the difficult part of the job for him, which is defending. I think, as you said, I think it was a very assured performance from him today. So I'll give him a 7.
I'll give him a 7 as well. Which is interesting because I'm putting him on the same level as Donnarumma. But I just feel like the totting up from all the clearances and that. I feel like he did well, man. I feel like he did well today, Nunes. Fair play to him, man. Yeah, credit to him. You know, he deserves credit when he plays well. We will get on to Rodri in a minute, guys, but there is a bit of news coming out there. In fact, should we just do it now? I'll just do it now.
Yeah.
Simon Bajkovsky has spoken to Rodri after the game, and Rodri said, "I feel good. I felt in a little bit the hamstring, but it seems like it's not that much. He's now not, this is the crucial bit, chat, he's now not going to join up with the Spain national team. He does hope to be available for the next Manchester City game." And that's sort of, you know, that, I don't know if you might have seen it, he was at the pub, but there's a guy on Twitter, he's what's it called, like a sports scientist and that, and he said, based on what he saw, he doesn't think it's going to be that serious. So hopefully it's not serious. I do think you've got to start managing this guy's minutes better. Yeah, I've been saying I don't think he should have been playing in some of these Champions League games. I don't think there's been any need to play him. But anyway, fingers crossed it's not serious.
I think that'll come with the season as it progresses, because I think every time right now that Nico comes on and gets minutes, I think he does very well.
Yeah.
So I think him doing very well for each time he comes on will automatically make Pep trust him more, and then reduce Rodri's minutes. Well, in theory. So hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get on to Rodri a bit more in a bit, chat, when we get on to. But let's go to Ruben Diaz, man. You know what? Fair play to him, man. You know what I mean? He's been called out a bit, you know, over the last year or whatever for some below par performances. Today, I thought this guy was a rock, mate, at the back. I'm going to be real with you, boys. That's his heat map right there. Let's have a look at some of his numbers. 90 minutes played, 6 clearances, 1 block shot, 3 interceptions. He won 3 out of 4 ground duels. And check this one out as well, chat. Fucking hard to double check this one. He won 4 out of 4 aerial duels. Absolutely incredible. 97% pass accuracy with 2 long balls and 1 successful out of 2 there as well. I thought he was very good, bro.
He was
very good.
So good.
The first couple of minutes, you know, sometimes, yeah, in a football match, in the first couple of minutes, you can tell if a player's on it, innit? Sometimes, like first 5 minutes, you'll watch your play and you'll go, he's not on it today. Or you'll watch your player and go, he's on it today. And first 5 minutes, yeah, I remember Diaz got the ball within 5 minutes, right? He took it down, he chested it, and he whipped this ball into Bob. And I thought, fucking hell. Like, that was easy. And he just went on from there, and he defended really well. How aggressive was he today with the headers? Every time the ball was headed, he was fucking all over his attacker, trying to get up there and head the ball. Like proper aggressive defending, man.
He had that one very important last man tackle where he nicked the ball just in the end. If he doesn't get that, that's a one-on-one.
The guy's through on goal. Yeah, man.
Yes. And bro, how he gets that, I don't know. But yeah. Definitely the best performance I've seen from him in the last year and a half, I'd say.
Yeah, very, very good. I'll probably give him I'll give him an 8.1. 8.1 for me.
That last man tackle, bro, was immense, and I think we need to commend him. I think he's gotten so much shit over the last year, and so for me, it's an 8.5 today. I think he was, well, I won't say too much now, but I think he was definitely one of our best players today.
All right. Okay. Well, pretty much everybody's in the 8s, which is, not seen that for a while. So that's positive stuff. Good stuff, mate. And you know what, as well, can I just say something real quick as well? How much are we benefiting from having a more stable back four? I know the right back's a little bit, like, not that stable, but like, how much better is, and you know what? That's one thing I said before the season started, Si. I said the one thing I really want to see this year is back two. I said I want a stable back four if ideally, but the main thing is that we have a solid partnership, because last year we had no partnership at the back. Yeah, I always say it, but Danny done the maths. 15, 16 different centre back partnerships last year we had. Yeah,
That's crazy.
That is absolutely incredible. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'd be interested to know how many have we had this year, because obviously we started off with Stones, he dropped out, probably like 3, 4. Like, mate, like just we you can clearly see, yeah, we are benefiting from having Diaz and Gvardiol at the back. Yeah, because and by the way, it's not just because it's Diaz and Gvardiol, it might have been Stones and Gvardiol or Huzanov and Gvardiol or whatever. It's just the fact you've got to have a stable back two. You look at some of the best teams that have ever won trophies, yeah, Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues. The majority of them have had a stable back two. So, yeah, positive stuff there from City. Right, let's go on to Gvardiol. There you go. That's his heat map, boys, on the left-hand side. 90 minutes played, 1 assist again, another assist for him. 3 clearances, 1 block shot, 2 interceptions, 1 error that led to a shot there. 2 ground duels, 1 out of 5. 2 aerial duels, 1 out of 3. 95% pass accuracy, 1 key pass. 4 long balls, 3 successful. 1 big chance created, 1 shot on target, and 3 dribbles, all unsuccessful. I don't think, I feel like the last 2 games he's not been as good as he's been in the past. I'm gonna be real good. I'm gonna keep it, yeah. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I don't think he was shit today. I think he was miles better than one against. I didn't think he played well against Monaco. I feel like today he played well, but I just feel that like he's not quite at the level that he has previously been at centre half. What do you reckon?
I see what you're coming from, but I still think he does what's needed, and with the exception of a few situations where he's not focused or doesn't make the right decision, we also need to remember that we only scored 1 goal today, and that came from his assist, which is like he did something none of our attackers done, and that was to create for Haaland. So I think you need to take that into account. But I understand what you're saying. Gvardiol has levels and levels to reach and play at. And he's still young, so sometimes you will see a swing in his performance, but I don't think it's as bad as you make it to sound.
Well, I'm not making it sound bad. I'm just giving a balance.
No.
I think it was all right. I think it was all right, but like, again, like you see that header.
High expectations.
He wouldn't have done that last year.
No, but wouldn't he done that last year? He did cost a few goals last year, bro. I had a lot of both.
No. That was in like December when he was playing left back. Yeah, I'm talking about when he was at centre back. Yeah, I'm talking about centre back.
But didn't you think that was a free kick? Didn't you think? Didn't you think that? No.
I don't think it was bad, by the way. I just think that I'm talking about the standards of Gvardiol. You know, we're talking about Gvardiol being like one of the best centre backs in the world, and Tiki saying he wants him to be the best centre back in the world. And I just feel that like he dropped a little bit, but I still give him a good rating. I'll probably give him a 7.
Yeah, I think he had a similar performance to Nunes, but he did create the assist, so it's a 7.5 for me.
Okay, cool. Right, let's go on to Nico O'Reilly. Let's have a look, man. I think he's really growing into this team, by the way, chat. Yeah, I feel like, you know, anyway, we'll talk about him in a minute. Let me go through this. That's his heat map there. As you can see, 90 minutes played, 1 clearance. Got dribble past 1 time. He won 5 out of 9 ground duels. He won 1 out of 3 aerial duels. 92% pass accuracy. 2 key passes in the game. 1 big chance created. 1 cross, which was successful. 2 long balls, not successful. He also had 3 dribbles, 1 successful. I just think he's growing into this team. I think he's becoming more confident. You can see that in the way that he's talking to the opposition, his teammates. You can see it's giving back the referee some stick today as well. Why? Because he's becoming more settled. He's growing into the team. And that's what you get when you're a young player, man. At first, like, you don't really want to do much. And I always say, I remember when Phil Foden started telling Kevin De Bruyne what to do in a game one time, and I was like, he's arrived. So yeah, Nico O'Reilly, man, good. Yeah, solid. I'm just still very surprised at like how good defensively he is, considering he's not a defender. Like very few times players actually get round him or past him. And obviously because he's so tall, it helps us with the physicality in terms of like the crossing and that. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was like his best performance ever today, but another pretty solid performance for me.
Yeah, and he's techy in the small areas. He does get out of a lot of tight situations with nimble footwork. So having that combined with his physicality and height, I think if like he might, you know, forget about the midfield position, and then just try to be the best left back ever. Try to hit the highest level he can. I think he did a great performance today. For me, it's a 7.4.
7.4. Ooh. I don't really know if I'd put him above Nunes. I feel like he's probably at the same level as Nunes for me today. I think Nunes was really, really good defensively. So I'd probably give him a 7 again, to be honest with you. I don't give a lot of 7s out in this. I don't normally do that. I don't normally sit on the fence with giving so many equal ratings, but I really can't split. Because I feel like Nico offered me a little bit more going forward. Yeah, but Nunes was so defensively solid. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Yeah, no, but I just feel like Nunes was tested a lot more towards the end of the game. In a pressure moments, I feel like Nunes was being tested a lot, and he passed the test for me. So over the course of the 90, I'd probably give him the same for me. So 7 again. Right, okay, let's go into midfield. We could talk about Rodri. Obviously, he only played. We won't give him a rating, chat. He only played 22 minutes, but there is stats for you. Yeah, it is a bit of a blow, to be honest with you. As we've said before, though, for people that have missed it, Simon Bajkovsky works for the MEN, has spoken to Rodri after the game, and Rodri said he feels good. He feels a little bit tight in the hamstring, but he doesn't feel like it's that much. He won't join up with the Spain national team. Hopefully he plays in the next game. And again, that sports scientist said that if it's not a grade tear and it's just tightness, it's usually a week to 10 days, which would mean that Rodri would be back available. Obviously, we've not had the scan yet. We don't know what's going on. So it might not be that. It might be more serious, but also the sports scientist also said, based on how he did it and based on what he saw, he doesn't think it's serious. You must be able to tell, like, once you've done it, like when you learn about it, you must be able to tell based on how they go down and shit. But yeah, I'm praying that that's not serious. I do have to say though, yeah, I'm sorry if this comes across as negative. Yeah, I have been saying I do feel like we've been playing this guy a little bit too much. I said with the Monaco game, I wouldn't have played him in the Monaco game. Yeah, I wouldn't have played him in the Napoli game. And I just feel that, like, yeah, we want him back quick. We want to play him because we want to play him and playing gets his match fitness up. However, I just feel that we played him a little bit too much. And I
would
feel
you
like,
start him against Everton when we're back from the international?
I wouldn't start against Everton.
No,
I'd probably bring him off the bench. Listen, again, I'm sorry to say this, yeah, but if you can't trust Nico Gonzalez for Everton at home, I know Everton started well, but then you've got to ask yourself questions about Nico Gonzalez. Yeah, you've got to be able to trust a £50 million Nico Gonzalez for 90 minutes at home to Everton, with due respect. I don't know Everton have started well, yeah. I know they're in the top 7 or whatever, but still, like, come on, man. So for me, yeah, personally, I would not play him against Everton. I'd take my time. That's why I didn't really want to bring Cherky on today as well. Partly due to the fact that I've got fucking PTSD after last year. Every time we brought a player back in the team, injured. So, yeah, for me, no, I wouldn't be playing against Everton, man. But, yeah, hopefully it's not serious. We won't give him a rating because there's no point. He only played 22 minutes. I'll tell you what, though. Instead of doing the subs later, we'll just do Nico Gonzalez now, yeah? Because he basically played a large part of that game. So we'll come to Nico Gonzalez now, chat. We'll mix it up a little bit. All right, Nico Gonzalez, obviously come on in the 22nd minute, played 68 minutes. 88% passing accuracy, 1 long ball unsuccessful. He won 5 out of 7 ground duels and he won 2 out of 3 aerial duels. Made 3 clearances, 1 interception. I thought he was good. I thought he was good again. I thought, he played really well against Monaco. I thought he played good today. I feel like I'm seeing on the pitch now. I feel like he's really starting to look more like a 6 in this team rather than a player that is being forced into that position. And I feel like you can see that Pep and his coaching staff are really working with him. And I feel like he's improving game by game. And he's still, let's just say about it, yeah, he's still miles off where we need him to be, in my opinion, to be top level. Yeah. But I think there's real positive signs there for me. I think he had a really good game again.
No, he did. As we said in the beginning of the stream, he's definitely building upon his performance and abilities. So hopefully that's just gonna keep going on. He did what was needed today. I think he filled the void of Rodri very well, which is definitely not an easy task. I think it's It's probably a 7.4 for me today.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7.1. I give him a 7.1, man. But it's positive, yeah. So long as I'm seeing progress with this guy, I don't really care. Yeah, I just want to see progress with him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Which I feel like I'm seeing. You know.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah, 7.1, 7.5 for you. Right, let's go into the attacking element of our team, which we'll see how they did. Right, let's start off with Reinders, chat. A lot of talk about Reinders coming into this game. Quite a lot of City fans were saying, yo, we need to drop him and play Nico Gonzalez with Rodri. I stuck with him, and I've got to say, I thought first half he was really, really impressive. Let's have a look at his numbers. So mainly on the right-hand side today, he played 76 minutes before he got subbed off. 94% passing accuracy, 1 key pass in the game, 2 crosses, both unsuccessful, 2 long balls, 2 successful, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 3 dribbles, all successful, 1 big chance missed, 3 ground duels, 1 out of 3, and 1 clearance as well. I've got to say, yeah, and obviously this applies to a lot of players. First half, I thought he was very, very good. Second half, didn't really see a lot of him. Probably the right decision to sub him off. But first half, I thought that was one of his best 45 minutes since he's been at the club, mate.
If he starts to score on his half chances, bro, we have such a midfielder, bro. If he starts to, because he's had quite a few of them now, and he hasn't really scored any of them. But at some point, some of them will start to go in, and when that happens, we'll have a play on our hands, bro. And he's so rapid, especially with the ball, bro. He's so rapid. Like, he can run. And you can never fault his intensity and his work rate. I like him a lot. I like him as a player. We just need the last 5% to click, and then we have a monster on our hands.
That was a good save from Keller.
It was a good save. It was.
The thing, but this is why, this is why last night when I did the preview, bro, and I got to the Reinders Nico Gonzalez section, and we had a bit of a debate with the chat about should we play Nico Gonzalez and Rodri, or should we play Reinders and Rodri, right? And I said, listen, I don't think Reinders has played particularly well, since he comes to the club and in the last couple of games. However, he constantly gets in those goal-scoring chances. Now, if he never scores the goals, we get to the end of the season, the guy ends with 1 goal, then obviously I change my opinion. But when everybody agrees that we are so reliant on Erling Haaland for goals, do we really want to be taking out a player that does get into goal-scoring options, albeit hasn't scored a lot yet? Do we really want to take that? Because who else is getting into those goal-scoring situations? Doku doesn't. Savio doesn't. Bob doesn't. Rodri's not. Nico's not.
And remember, his movement and runs make plays for other players, especially Haaland. He gives the defender something to think about with his runs and his placements and so on. So, yeah, I think it just kind of need to keep playing him, and then at some point it will click. He seems that kind of player to me. Some players you need to take out of the limelight and then, reintegrate them. But for me, it just seems like he's so close to click, bro. And when he clicks, I think he'll just build upon that.
I agree. And I say this again, chat. If we get to like December or January or whatever, or whenever, you put the date on it, I'm not asked, and he's just not scoring, then even though he's getting into the goal scoring situations, then maybe you'll say, yeah, well, he's getting goal scoring situations, but he's not scoring, so it's pointless. So I hear it. Then you might want to, but I just feel like I don't want to take a player out of the team that is getting in these goal scoring situations, even if he's not necessarily scoring them at the moment. But yeah, first 45 minutes today, very, very good. Second did drop off like everybody. I'm going to give him, I'll give him a 7.2.
Yeah.
7.2.
It's a 7.5 for me.
Okay. 7.5 for you. Right, let's go over to Phil Foden then, chat, yeah? Let's have a look what he's saying. So, yeah, mainly on the left, but did play a lot on the right as well. Let's have a look what he was saying. 90 minutes in the game, 93% pass accuracy, 2 key passes, 2 crosses, 1 successful, 1 long ball unsuccessful. Shot on target, shot off target, 3 blocked. He won 3 out of 4 ground duels, 1 aerial duel not successful, and he made 1 interception as well. I feel like the intent was there. I feel like he's trying, but I didn't really feel like anything really came off for him today, if I'm being honest with you. There was that opportunity in the first half. Savio made a brilliant run in. All you have to do is feed the ball into Savio. Savio's one-on-one. Couple of shooting opportunities that he didn't quite pull off. Didn't really link up too well with Haaland. So, yeah, like it's not like last year where he was, like, with all due respect, like ghosting and just not getting involved. He's getting involved. I just feel like nothing really came off for him today.
But I didn't see him in the second half at all. I even asked my mates if Bowden was still on. I didn't really see him in the second half. And as you said, he had a few chances today where he had done better. He had a chance from the right where I think it's Bob who plays it back to him, and where he chooses to shoot with his right instead of just take one touch and place it to his left foot. I think he should have done better there. But overall, you cannot. Again, he runs a lot of work rate is there. He definitely tried, and sometimes you just have games where you're not up to it and nothing really, goes your way. So for me, it's a 6 today. But
do I give him a 6? Let's have a look what the chat's saying. That's what the chat's saying. 7, 4. Some fantastic play on the half turn, first 30. Says Scott, 6 from DJ, 4 from Atkins, 6.5 for the work rate, 6, 4.5, 6.3, has to be 6. Yeah, for me, I'd probably go 6. If I'm just trying to decide whether it like high 5s or 6. I'll probably go 6. Yeah. 6 is too hard. I feel like anything less than a sort of a 5.5 is too harsh. Anything higher than a 6.5 is a bit lazy. So I'll go 6, man. But anything slightly below that, I think is also pretty fair. But yeah, at least he's getting involved, man. It just didn't quite come off for him today. All right, who do you want to do next, bro? Do you want to do Bob or Savinho?
Let's do Savinho.
Okay. Savinho coming up. He gets the start. By the way, how surprised were you to see Savinho start on the left ahead of Doku? Because I was fucking stunned.
No, I was very surprised, but also something I've been calling for because I think he plays the best when he's on the left. And
do you think so? Because a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people don't agree.
Oh, come on, man. If you look at last season, the best bits he did was on the left. And I think when you think about how to incorporate him with Haaland, I think it's best from the left. But it wasn't good today. Like he didn't take the spot, and he'll probably be out of the spot for the next game. Even though that I don't think Bob did anything either. But yeah, wasn't impressed with him today, and a bit surprised, but I was happy when I saw it because I wanted to see him start. I wanted to see him get a run on the left, but didn't turn out as hoped.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's go through the numbers. Let's see what he's saying. Right, there you go. That's his heat map chart. 90 minutes played, 92% pass accuracy, 2 crosses, both unsuccessful, 1 long ball successful, 2 dribbles, both unsuccessful. He won 2 out of 6 ground duels. And that's it. That's so no, the stats ain't too great, boys. I'll be real with you. Yeah, the stats are not ideal. Yeah, I just don't really think did anything really. I'm trying to chat. Did he do anything? Like genuinely, I'm trying to try and get some positives here. I'm trying to think of any positive stuff that he did. Any chances created? Don't really remember. He got kind of robbed up for Foden. Foden should definitely have played that ball into him. And he would have been thrown goal. Kind of got robbed there. But I'm genuinely trying to think of it. I'm not being a dick. I'm genuinely trying to think of some positive thing that he did. But I don't really remember anything, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, man. He took it to the corner flag at the end. Yeah, fucking come on. All right, 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. Big Octavio took it to the corner flag. Yeah, not great, man.
No.
I'll probably give him. I would have to give him a 4, mate. I don't think he was. I don't know, man. I feel like. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I like Savio. Yeah, obviously everyone knows I like Savio. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm. Like, obviously, we had the whole Spurs thing in the summer. He's now got a new contract, which is riled up with some City fans. Yeah, it's not riled me up. I don't really give a shit. But he's riled up some City fans. Why has he got a new contract when he didn't really deserve it? And I just feel that, I expected him to come back, yeah, after this whole saga and, really like put in some mad performances to show everybody that like, yo, this is me, you know. And I'm just sort of seeing like same as last year, which is not shit, but it's not really progression. But it's early days. I give him a 4.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything you said. Nothing really came off the left today. He did left us wanting more. Didn't really have that many take on and created anything, which is why he's there. We need our wingers to help Haaland both in assisting but also scoring, and we just haven't fixed that problem yet. Our wingers don't score
Which
goals.
is why you've got to go big in the transfer market next summer.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Like
we need Olise,
Elise.
100%, 100%. But
if it's not Elise, just go and get somebody else at school. We need wingers that can score. We used to have Sterling, mate. Yeah, they used to get 30 goals a season, and people used to give him shit.
Yeah,
we had Mahrez.
It's crazy, man.
Got fucking 20 goals a season. Yeah, and people was happy to sell him on pennies on the dollar. We had fucking all these ballers, all these wingers that scored goals. Now we don't have a single winger at this football club that anyone in this chat will be confident on getting 10 goals in all comps this season. Not one. Would you put any serious money on any of our wingers getting 10 goals in all comps? I fucking wouldn't.
Serious money? No.
No, but with Sterling you would. With Mahrez you would. With Sane you would.
Yeah.
You've not, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, I don't mind the 3 wingers that we've got, yeah? Savio, Doku, and Bob, right? Obviously, they're all project players, which is a mistake, right? But I think they all bring such an element, right? But the problem is because we've not had that one winger that we can rely on, yeah, to get us goals. That I feel that's like they all just kind of get shit off the fans because none of them are scoring. Yeah. So I feel like this summer, I think obviously right back is needed and we'll need a midfielder, absolutely, yeah. But this sporting director, yeah, Viana, has to be able to identify a winger, not Marmoush, because Marmoush isn't a winger, yeah. He has to go out there and identify a winger, a proper winger, yeah, not an inverted forward, yeah, and a proper winger that can get numbers. Now, obviously, for most people, including myself, Elise will be that guy. If you can't get him for whatever reason, go find somebody else. We need to have a player in our team on the wing that can get the goal. We can't just rely on Haaland every freaking game because it's not going to work, lads. Yeah, it's not going to work. At some point, Haaland will hit a bad form. Exactly. And then everyone will be fucking screaming at him and going,
Pep even said it today. Pep said it today in the post-match that the wingers need to help score goals, help Haaland.
Did he do?
So yeah, he did. Yeah.
Just don't get someone.
So I think they are aware of the problem, and hopefully they'll go big in the summer to fix it. We have that big sponsorship coming in, and now that they've seen Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Liverpool all spent huge sums of money, both in total but also breaking record transfers. I think they feel allowed to also go out and do something crazy, and hopefully they do it. Go spend 130 on Olise. Do it,
man. Bill Dillon, man, says praying these Pavlovic links are real. He's 21, hitting his prime stride. He could relieve Rodri, but that's where that leaves Nico G, I don't know. But Rodri needs it. Yeah, there has been a lot of talk about Pavlovic, man. Like I say, bro, I clocked him a few years ago. Techie baller. We'll see, mate. He's young, but he's played a few minutes now for Bayern. I'd imagine he's probably past 3,000 minutes. I'd be surprised if he's not done 3,000 minutes for Bayern Munich already. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. But he's a good player. He's a very, very good player. Yeah. But yeah, again, Rodri, it just feels like we've still not sorted that position out, innit? Let's see what Nico G can do. All right, let's switch over. Let's switch over. What did you give Savio, by the way?
4.5.
Right, it's cool. Yeah, I give him a 4, you give him a 4.5. Okay, cool. Right, let's do Bob. Oscar, Bob. Oscar, Bob. Right, that's his heat map, man. Let's have a look. 76 minutes played, 89% pass accuracy, 3 key passes in the game. Shot block, 5 dribbles, 4 successful. 8 ground duels, 6 successful. 2 aerial duels, 1-1. Let's see what else. Got dribble pass once. I think some people, have been a bit too harsh on Bob, He created the chance for Foden, which Foden should have done well better with. He created the other chance for Foden, where it was like a bit of a scrap in the penalty area where he messy past people. Yeah. Now, was he amazing? No. But I think people are doing too much, man, on Bob. So I think he had an okay game. I thought first 25 minutes wasn't really there. Then he got into it and he created a few opportunities. That chance he created for Bob, for Foden, should have been well better. That should have been a better shot from Foden. You know, the one where he hit it with his right foot and he just stuffed it by.
Yeah.
So he created a couple of opportunities today.
He wasn't amazing. He was decent, definitely better than Savio, because we had some outlets from the right, and he has those nice pass sequences where the 1-2s in small spaces. And as you said, probably should have at least one assist, maybe two. So I want more from Bob. I need more output from him, goals, assists, more. I think before his injury, he had that. When every time he played, I felt like he would score a goal or do an assist. So I just think it's just a matter of time for him. Today wasn't really his fault, but not an amazing performance either. I'll probably give him a 7.
Oh shit, you go 7, yeah. I'll go
6.8 or 7.
Yeah, I go 6.8, man. I go 6.8. Yeah, I think he played well and he did create a couple of opportunities. But yeah, I feel like he does need to get into the game as well. But I also feel, yeah, that like he needs to get closer to the box like Doku. I feel like he's going to go through the same thing that Doku's gone through over the last couple of years, where he's on the touch line, yeah. I don't think he should be on the touch line. I think Doku should be closer to the box like Doku. I don't think he's got that blistering pace to play on the line. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's more of a techie baller, man. As soon as he gets the ball in the box, defenders are shit scared of him because they know he's got that techie dribbling ability to get round them. And they don't want to touch him. And that's why he gets like all these dribbles and takes players on, because he's got his technical abilities off the charts. But when he's stuck on the wing, yeah, I just don't think he's really going to have the blistering pace to get past the player and then deliver.
No, I agree with you, but it's just funny because when Nunes is playing right back, it should allow Bob to invert a lot more, but probably be a bit of a tactical issue today since Nunes wasn't really pushing that far forward.
Look at the heat map for Nunes. Look, it stops here. So what you kind of needed here, is that red there from Nunes to carry on down the wing.
Yeah.
So then Bob's heat map, right? And look at Bob's heat map. And then look at that's Bob's heat map, yeah. Now we need Bob, like, see this little orange thing here, yeah. That's where Bob that should be red for me, and then Nunes should be over here, and then that'll give Nunes the ability. I don't know what the fuck I've done here to my screen. That'll give Nunes to be able to get around, but then also get Bob closer to the goal so he can take players on. I don't really want to see Bob on the touch line, man. But I still think he played well. And I think some people are being too harsh, man. I can't lie. So yeah, anyway. Smash these likes up, chat. Let's go to Haaland. Haaland. There you go. War a heat map. Let's see what else we got here. 1 goal, 1 shot on target. You only have 1 shot in the whole game. That's mad, bro. This guy at the moment is on fire. Yeah, and I say it's the best he's ever looked. He's saying it as well. He said this is the best form I've ever been in my life. Everything about his game is excellent. His hold-up play, his energy, his finishing, his leadership, his defensive work rate in the box for corners, set pieces, everything that he's doing, bro, for me is top-tier, world-class striker. You know what I mean? And it's just insane. And I just hope and pray every day that he doesn't get injured, because if he does, fuck knows where that leaves us. But whilst he's not, he's just world class, man. Absolutely world. And the cheek of that bald fraud, Slot, saying that Isak's better than this guy is wild to me. Absolutely wild. Listen, we know that you want to glaze your new signing and that, but come on, man, it's embarrassing. Embarrassing. Saying that Isak's better than Haaland is embarrassing. Yeah. How many goals has Isak scored in the Champions League? Yeah. Does he have a ratio of 1 goal per game? The only one in the Champions League that's ever got that? No, he's not, because Haaland's the only one. Yeah. Has he won 3 Prems? No, he's not. Has he won Champions League? No, he's not. Yeah, how many goals does that guy have for Sweden compared to how many goals this guy's for Norway? What? They're playing in the same games. They're playing against the same sort of teams. Yeah, go check Norway's record with Haaland. Go check Isak's record for Sweden. Yeah, the comparison is the disgrace. It's a freaking disgrace, mate. Yeah. Baller, unbelievable form, 9.2.
9.2 you give him today.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Ooh.
He won me the game and he was mint. One shot, one goal. Clinical.
9.2. Fuck.
Yeah, 9.2.
I think that's high, bro.
You all right today? You in the mood, bro? What's going on with you?
9.2 is very high, bro.
Well, what are you thinking?
I'm in the 8s. I'm on the 8.7.
I think you're moody, mate.
Bro, I understand what you're saying, but I think you're doing a bit too much, bro. 9.2.
Bro, you had one shot in the whole game, scored it. Unbelievable centre forward player. We won the match.
Amazing. 8.7 is an amazing score. Scored one goal, won us the game. Fantastic. But 9.2, we're up in the hat tricks and the
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not.
I think you're doing too much, bro.
No. 9.2 is not up in the hat tricks yet. I'm judging that 9.2. Right. We played a game today where we weren't creating a great deal. Yeah. And we were struggling like fucking a second half. Right. And ultimately, it has come down to one bit of magic. And it was magic. Yeah. From Erling Haaland to bully that defender, wrestle him off, and put that ball in the back of the net to get us the 3 points. So sometimes in football, it's moments, and when you got a player like that delivers on them moments, for me, it don't matter. They only scored one goal. Yeah, he only had one shot, but he delivered, and he's won us the game. So that's why he gets a 9.2.
Yeah, no, you can give whatever rating you want to give him. I just think you're doing a bit too much, but it's cool, bro. I see you.
Okay. Yeah. Right, let's have a look at some of the other subs, man. Yeah,
people like saying that I'm having a stinker. 8.7 is a fucking high score, guys. Relax, man. You're lazing. I'm not moody. Just have a few pints. Just relax, man. 8.7 is a very good score.
Yeah. Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he come on. Obviously, Doku come on. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anything really to say about those two. They don't. Look at him, chat, getting a dog out to stop you all cooking him. I see the tactics. The tactics. The tactics. Yeah, I am Jose Mourinho. I see this. Yeah, you see this, chat? You see that? He's getting cooked to the chat, so he brings out the dog. So everyone's
I'll turn him around. So.
See that tactic there, chat? All right, that was manipulation, bro. Yeah, I hope you all saw that what you just did there. Yeah, that was incredible. No, I actually rate that, man. That was good tactic from you. Yeah, anything then?
You could see I was pressed from the other side of the room, so he came to my rescue.
Yeah, anything about Bernardo or Doku?
No, one thing maybe. Wasn't this a good game for Kovacic to come on in the 70th minute? Like giving him some few. No,
not with the way the second half went. No,
wouldn't him and Nico together as 6 had brought us some more stability? No. Okay.
No, because in a game like that, in the second half, when the game, let's be honest, that second half was dog shit. Yeah, it was horrendous. Right, when the game's going like that, I just don't think you should be bringing on a player that hasn't kicked a ball all season and hasn't kicked a ball.
Yeah, I understand that.
3 months. Yeah, if we were 2-0 up, yeah, absolutely all day long. Put Kovacic on for the last 10 minutes if we were 2-0 up. But we were 1-0 up. We were playing like trash. And no, I just don't think that's the time to bring on a player that's not kicked a ball in 3 months.
No.
It's a shame because it would have been really good to get Kovacic on today and get him some minutes. Yeah, same with Cherky. But at the same time, I just don't think, like, you've got to manage the game. Do you know what I mean? If Kovacic comes on, bro, imagine we brought him on for 10 minutes and the guy's slow, they're rusty, miles off the pace. Everyone will be going, what the fuck have we brought him on for? He can't kick a ball, man. So, no, I think for me...
Hopefully he plays in the internationals and gets some minutes.
Has he been selected?
Probably, I don't know.
Is he Croatian? I always get it wrong.
Yeah, he's Croatian, yeah.
Let me have a look. He's been Croatian FC squad. Let me see if he's been selected. Let me see if he's been selected. There we go. News. Croatian FC news. Let's have a look. Sort by last week. So difficult to find out, like who, like where, like bro. It's unbelievable. I can't see it. Has he been selected, chat? M1 says he's been selected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He normally does, bro. If he's fit, I think he gets selected by automatic. Like,
yeah, I'm with you. I hope he has been selected. I hope he has been selected. And I hope he does play because he needs some minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when Rodri went to Spain and they managed, and shout out Spain, yeah, they managed him really well. He went to Spain and they played him 20 minutes in one game and then 20 minutes in another game. Perfect. Yeah, that we could get something like that for Kovacic. 20 minutes in for game 1, 20 minutes in game 2. Bring him back. Maybe give him 20 minutes against Everton, and then maybe 20 minutes against like Bournemouth or whatever. And then he's starting to get a little bit of fitness in there. But I still feel like Kovacic has got a big part to play in this season. Yeah, I feel like he's got a big part to play in this season. So yeah, hopefully he does. Hopefully he does get some minutes there, man. But yeah, not too much other than that. Let's see, man. Let's see. Big up to Tone. Says, Sai moody as hell. 9.2 too high for winning us the game. Defending and working like crazy. Okay. ...
8.7. What can I say? Thank you for the money, though.
Cook him, Tone. Cook him. Big up Jay. Says, Sai needs a snicker. He's not himself.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a violation. Don't ever do that.
I've not used that meme. I've just been looking at memes and thinking, what meme could I play? I've not used that one for a while. So I thought,
don't do that. Don't.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm thinking, is there anything else you want to discuss, bro, on the player ratings? Or
just hope, cross fingers for everyone coming back fit. The thing with Rodri is that if he hadn't got injured, like he might be ready after the internationals, but if he's not, he's the only one injured as of this moment when we're back.
He's actually spoken a bit more, bro. He's spoken a bit more, Rodri, about the injury. He said, let's have a look. So this is what he's just said. This is the full comments. He said, I'm good. I felt a little bit in the hamstring, but it seems like it's not that much. The important thing was the victory. I stretched the leg a bit like in the Euros final. I stretched a little, but it's part of the process. I don't feel I tried. I tired muscle-wise. I feel fresh, but the most important is it's not that big. It's part of the process. The good thing now about this is you get out. You don't let the muscle stretch now. The good thing is the breaks will be even better in the sense to recover these days. Hopefully, I can be in the next game. So, yeah, it really doesn't seem like it's maybe in worst case scenario, he might miss the Everton game, maybe worst case, but it sounds like it's pretty decent, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Then we had as of this moment when we're back, we have a full fit squad, which is very good. But we know how it goes. Someone will get injured in the internationals. But when we get back and we have almost all our players, you saw the bench today. The bench was way better than it had been in a few weeks. So yeah, it's all progressing very good for us, I think. We just need to keep it go that way, and then hopefully it will end very good for us.
Facts. Look at this as well. Erling Haaland has now scored 15 goals in all competitions in 2025-26, 9 more than any other Premier League player, and outscoring 12 Premier League clubs so far this season. Absolutely fantastic. And then you know what as well, yeah? He's playing with such a smile on his face, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's so happy, he's so buzzing and that. So, yeah, big up to Haaland, man. Big up to Haaland. He's absolutely on form right now. Best I've ever seen him at Manchester City. Long may it continue. Sweet. All right, then. Well, there we go. We end this international little segment with a win, which is nice. We're now 3 points behind Arsenal, 2 points behind Liverpool. But the pressure remains. We've got to keep winning football matches. Everton after the break. Yeah, obviously no Grealish in that one. He's not allowed to play, which is positive news for us because he's cooking right now. But again, another win needed. Yeah, we just got to keep winning games, guys. Wins. We can't really afford to drop points. Can't even afford draws, really, at this given where we are. But if we can get a bit of a run going, we're on 7 matches unbeaten. get a bit of a winning run going. By the time we get to that Liverpool game, hopefully we can be right up for it, man. But yeah, bro, I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling optimistic. You know what I mean? I've been trying to be positive so much this season, yeah, and obviously then they just fucking drop a annoying situation. But I feel like we're close. I feel like that first half today's giving me a lot of confidence. Yeah, like if they play like that for a full 90 minutes every game, like we can cook. It's just that second half thing at the moment winding me up a bit because I don't know why we're going out in the second half, like dropping off massively. You know what I mean? But positive steps, man. We're looking all right. Just need to build on it. Yeah, Haaland's loving life. Yeah, get Rodri fully fit and that, and we can be mint. So yeah. Anyway, big up to everybody, man. Hopefully, you guys all enjoyed the player ratings. Make sure you guys have smashed the like on the stream. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you guys are new. I'll send you over to Nobbins. Nobbins is live, and then I'm live with the boys. 9:30 paddle show. Get yourself over there. Yeah, stop being negative. I'm not fucking negative, Tony. I'm fucking positive.
I'll fuck off soon and then go buy me a sneakers.
Yeah. All right, boys. Catch you in the next one. See you later. Rating for Pep. Oh shit, yeah. Rating for Pep. 8?
7.8.
Sweet.
Because the experiment with Sabinho didn't go well.
Okay. Peace out. See you later.